Hi, I'm Brianna, and I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to make the duct tape rose pens. So here you goes. Okay, sorry about that. So today I'm going to be making them out of the green duct tape for the stem, pink for the petals, and you know what, just to mix it up a little bit, I'm going to use purple for other petals. And this duct tape is just normal Duct brand, and you can get this at any of your local stores. So. I'm going to be using this normal pen that I found. I don't really use it because I don't really like it that much. But, so, just take one of the normal pens. They usually have a cap like this on them. So I'm just going to take the cap off. First, we're going to start out with the green. So the only thing you do, let me just look for this. Okay. So I'm going to, so you're going to take it out, sticky side, put it on the pen. I'm only going to cover my pen to about here. Put it on the edge of the pen because we're going to be rolling it up in the duct tape. So just smooth it out right here so it's nice and, you know, in there like that. Then you're going to take the scissors, pull it up if you need to a little bit to make a mark. Then you're going to cut right under your pen, just like that. Alright. So I'm going to put this over here since we're done with the green for the rest of the video. Okay, just going to roll it up like that. Just keep rolling it. Try to get all the creases and stuff out of it. Alright, so that's the first part. I just like to snip this extra stuff off. Alright. Now, see how we have this? I don't like that. So I'm just going to cover it with some traditional gray duct tape. Just cut a little piece off like that. And put it right over there. And it doesn't matter if it comes off the edges a little bit because that is definitely going to be covered by the petals. Right, let me see. Okay, so let's just stick this on top, cut around. Sorry if you hear my brother talking in the background. He's just on Xbox. And I'm sorry, my tape is not being cooperative. Alright. So I'm just going to smooth it on there. And I know this looks messy, but it's not going to show. It'll look really nice when we're done. So there you go. I got the tip done and the stem. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to start out with the pink tape. So I'm going to cut about maybe 2 to 2.5 inches. It doesn't really matter much, just try to get it as square as you can. See, this isn't perfect 2 inches, but I don't care because that's not going to show. It's not going to be important in the end. And so we're just going to put that to the side for right now. So this is how you do it. First, you take the top right corner, which is probably the left to you guys. Just fold it in about halfway. So it looks kind of like a backwards L. Okay, it might be an L to you guys, I don't know because I'm not looking at this right now. So, like an L shape. Then you take the part that you folded, right here. You haven't folded it yet. You make it look like a house. You just fold it in so it meets with the other piece. And then as you can see, it looks like a house kind of. It's not perfect on the back. But this is the only part you're going to see, the triangle. So, I take my pen, I take the sticky piece, I'm going to put it right there. It does not matter where you put it. And you curve it around. Stick it over there. And there we got our first petal. So, you don't need to make the petals bigger as you go up because that's what most people say. They wonder if like the petals need to get bigger. No, just put them up higher. It saves a lot of tape and stuff. So I'll just show you a couple more petals so you get the idea. But they turn out really nice. At the end, I'll show you a couple pens I made like when we're done with the video. When I'm done showing you this, and then I'll show you what some of the beginner pens look like. And trust me, this is not hard at all. So see, about 2 inches, I think. Okay. So there we go. Again, right, fold it in about halfway. Then flip it over. So see how it's like an L? Then I flip it over again so it looks like that. Then sometimes you fold it in like that. The little house thing, not perfect, but that's what you're gonna see. So here we go. Now we're going to take the pen. I would recommend doing it on the other side, on the opposite side of this. So here we go. Just wrap it around the pen. There. So I'll show you one more petal. It's a pink one. I don't think I showed you guys the rest. I think my fingers were in the way most of the time. Sorry about that. Once again, 2 or 3 inches, not that hard. Alright, fold it in about halfway. Then you flip it, fold it in, and that's what you're going to see. Actually, I'm trying to do this from the back, so if it doesn't look good, don't judge me. Oh, wow, it does. Okay. And then, once again, I'm going to do it on the whole opposite side this time. I'm going to do it on this side. Actually, you know what? And if you want to make them smaller, just put them down low. Because see, from the inside, they look small, like you can't even barely see it. But if you make it big, that's what you'll see. So I'm going to make it about even size, you know, just to keep things even. And wrap it around, push it tight. And that's part of how you make a flower pen. I'll show you some of my recent pens I've made. Let me just clean this up. Here are some of the first pens I made. This is just the traditional gray duct tape because I didn't feel like wasting my colors on it. And I made a little leaf. I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. This is just a purple one for my friend Taylor. And here's how you make the leaf. So I'm just going to use gray since I don't think I'm using it on this one. I think it's just going to be an extra for if I make it ever a gray one again. So pull about, 1 second. So pull about 3 inches, however long you want the flower, well, the petal to be, and you cut it. Okay, so now I have this 3-inch about piece of tape, however long you want it. Oops, it's got stuck to my other pen. Alright. And then I have that piece of tape sticky side up, and then I'm going to take an even longer piece. Don't make it much longer because the longer you make it more, that's going to be how much sticky you have to stick it onto your flower. Right, so I made it a little bit longer. Put them on top of each other, sticky side to sticky side. So I'm going to do that. Does not need to be perfect because we will be cutting these. So, see, I left this extra sticky. That's going to be where I'm going to be sticking it. So do not cut that off. And that part doesn't need to be perfect because that's just going to be where it's sticking and nobody's going to see it, so it's just going to hide. So now I have this 2-sided tape sticky at the bottom. So I'm just going to take scissors and I'm just going to cut as much as I want. Cut it like a leaf. That's really a demented leaf, but who cares? So it has sticky at the bottom. I'm going to take this leaf this pen that I just started, and you're going to take the sticky side, well, the kind of sticky side, just place it wherever you want on the pen, wrap it around, and then you have a flower, but if you want it to curve in like a normal flower, just bend it and keep like creasing it in. Just keep folding it, and that's how you make a leaf for your flower. You can make it however long you want. I decided to make this one a little long. See, this one's shorter than that one. It really decides on how you want to make this, and I recommend if you have a mom who has a favorite table or something, I would use a cutting board on it because that's what I did. But here are my 3 pens that I made. Actually, I have 4, but it's in my backpack, so I don't think I'm going to get that out now. But here we go. So, thank you for watching this video. And check out more tutorials on stuff to make out of duct tape on my Facebook page or my YouTube page.